Oh man, that's looking good. That's looking good. All right, Andy, you have come on, you posted recently on Threads your disdain for a certain letter, I will say.
Yeah,
Is that fair to say?
very
Um,
safe.
talk to us about this. This is a quite an interesting take, a resolution for 2024, Andy.
Dave, so this is a very important and sensitive topic to me that I can get even more excited about than the nonsense around Brock Purdy being the MVP. So I have long loathed the letter C as the most useless letter in the English language. Now, English as a language makes no sense, right? And we've got all sorts of relics in the language and make it very difficult for folks to learn. If you're, I mean, heaven forbid you're coming from another country trying to learn English because it doesn't make sense. It's not logical. But the letter C, more than anything else, is just archaic and useless. So, background to my current griping, Festivus, which many know, made famous in Seinfeld back in 1997, originated back in the 60s as a Reader's Digest article, but became famous in 97. Celebrated on December 23rd, right, as a day of airing our grievances, right, airing our grievances. And so on Threads, somebody had posted an article to get sort of kicking things off about Festivus, and one person responded. Liv heard about Pluto handle on Threads, responded with a grievance about some use of certain words, which led me to complain about the letter C, and so I posted a related thread. I'll share the link with you later on that, sort of complaining about my frustration with the letter C. And Dave, it serves no functional purposes. Are you an S? No. Are you a K? No. Do you have your own sound? No. It's just an imposter. It's a useless, worthless imposter. The only like logical use for the letter C would be the ch sound, right? CH. Like I could buy into that. Keep the letter C around. It's just the ch sound on its own. And there are some languages, as was shared with me by another Threads user, Strange Bird, explained to me that there's in the Czech language, the letter C with a little accent on top has a certain sound, right? So she explained that. So some languages have cracked the code on this, but here in the United States in American English, cake, CAKE makes no sense. ICE makes no sense. So like Brock Purdy and MVP talk, see, get the fuck out of here. You're useless. We don't need you. You're just confusing. Like so my vow, Dave, is that should I ever get inspired to run for public office, I think the most important singular issue on my platform will be to abolish or modify the letter C. I think it's something that all of America can rally around. At a time of divisiveness and anger, I think this could really bring us together as a country, right? Get rid of the letter C, modify the letter C. I think it's something good for America to rally around, Dave. So those are my feelings. What are your thoughts on this completely useless letter?
I have no thoughts, Andy. I have never once considered that we would remove a letter from the alphabet, but this is just the level that you can get into. Andy, I don't know if that's your chemo talking or not. Like you're bringing into like a fresh mind out of all of this, and all of a sudden you're starting to see like clearer, and you're starting to break down walls. Maybe it's a superpower, Andy. Maybe how long have you had this hatred for C?
This goes back a long way. And Dave, you actually raised a really good point. So my hatred towards C goes back a very long way. I can't tell you when it started. Something's always rattled me, but you know, as I shared before we started, so I'm in the middle of chemo treatment. I had chemo yesterday, I have chemo today, so my brain is a little bit fuzzy. Maybe that's why there's a little bit more animation. But chemo, CHEMO, get the fuck out of here, right? Just use the letter K, right? And chemo, CH, that should be ch. If not, like, is it chemo? What is going on here, right? So it's useless, Dave. I'm sorry I've had a chance to sit here and ponder. I think most Americans haven't, but like the silent K, like there is no reason to have these stupid things in the language. So we need to make some changes. This is a key one, for all of us, Dave. For all of us, Dave. It's something America can really rally around, I think.